If there's one thing that my mother always told me, if anybody decides to put their hands on you, you have every right to hit them back, regardless. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, male or female, boy or girl. Keep your hands to yourself. Period. Was she trying to spit at him, or okay, he did that. Okay, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if you're a woman or a man. Spitting on people is the worst thing you could do, especially if you effing with the wrong person. And I'm not joking when I said this. If you spit on me, dog, lights out, hospital, and the doctors. Period. So she must really think that just because she's a woman, she can spit at people, especially men, then try to intimidate him. And you see when he body slams her onto the floor and onto the couch. But why did security guards came to him instead of to her? She's the one that is starting stuff. And you notice that there's nobody stopping her from doing it. And yet when a man decides to hit back, this is what happens. I don't get it. I don't.
To be honest, that was the most gentle slam I ever seen.
Right.
I don't know what movie she been watching that make her
Look
think
at
that she can do that.
Bro, look at this. This nigga is laughing. What? Excuse me? Nigga, ain't nothing funny about being spit on by a female. I'm telling y'all, for the likes of me, I don't understand this generation at all. I know this clip is very old, but it still exists right now. This bimbo over here in this couch, he laughing because she spit at him and stuff. I don't know if she was spitting at him or she spitting at him in a white sweatsuit, whatever. But he did right by body slamming her on the floor. A gentle body slam on the floor. He did right. But as soon as he did that, everybody just rushed on stage. I feel like us, man, we can never win on nothing. We can't win. But it's okay if a woman decides to do everything to a man, but if a man decides to retaliate, all of a sudden it's a problem. Make it make sense.
You can do that, but
I love the way you walk. You look confident.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Nasifa.
Lasifa?
Nasifa.
Nice to meet you. Before you go, oh, that's your
Lucifer.
boyfriend? So I need to
Lucifer?
know.
Why someone that says Lucifer?
I was just telling your friend is gorgeous, and she was walking like a model with the dress, with the outfit and everything. Yeah. Oh, I love your dog. What's his name?
it's Lena.
It's a girl? Can I pet him or no?
Careful, she bites.
I have a dog too, so it's okay. Cute. Here, you like coffee?
No, I do not like coffee.
What do you like? Like Moxie's?
Can you leave, bro?
Yeah, I'll leave. 1 second.
Nah.
Wait, she said that she was
That
about
has
to
to
give it
be
to
his,
me. She said
her
it was
boyfriend,
you were
but he
her
looks
friend,
like a
not her
simp.
boyfriend. So I respect that, but if she's telling me to leave, I would have left. You don't have to say anything. Love your nails. Have a great night. Nick, don't be so rude next time, alright?
I guess the moral of the story is if you in the friend zone, it's better to get rejected than to be disrespected. The funniest part is she
I
probably
mean,
doesn't even know
yeah.
that she's disrespected for himself and set his boundaries. Unfortunately, if you too weak to stand up for yourself, people will take advantage of you.
He can take his child support, but I mean, my kids don't. We've been through. He's not. I'm not. He's not seeing my kids.
He's what?
He's not seeing my kids, but he can get his support. My daughter has. I do not allow him to see my kids, and I do it for the safety of my kids. I feel like I tried to reach out for help. I got no help, so I took it into my own hands. He can take his support, but no, sir, I'm not going to let him see my kids.
Well, ma'am, if I order him to see the kids, he will see the kids, or you will go to jail. So that's we'll get that matter straight right now.
I'm happy he said so.
This sounds so cold, Mo. Like, I don't know. You know what? Here's the thing, fellas. First of all, wrap it up. Know your worth. Know who you have kids with. Second of all, the fact that she's not allowing the dad to see his kids, all because she has some type of vendetta against him, and he's earning child support because she's not doing right. That's pathetic, bro. Like, this man did everything in a relationship. Look, you know what? Here's the thing. We don't know what happens in that relationship. I mean, it could be the fact that he's working, he's providing, he's taking care of his daughters or whatever. But the fact that you're keeping him away from the kids because you hate him and you paying child support is petty. Now I know why you took the L.
Calling out women who are trying to weaponize their kids against their dad. And they always try to make it seem like it's about safety when really it's about a personal vendetta. Like, these aren't your kids.
That's
these
what
are
I'm saying.
y'all's kids. Relationship doesn't work out doesn't mean he's not a good parent.
A little petty comment.
Facts.
Yeah.
Understandable is cool, but understandable. Moving along.
Is this someone that's your type?
I don't hell no. Move on.
Okay. Well, okay, well, let's close.
First of all of y'all are big boned. Like, I have nothing against, fat people or anything. Like, y'all cool, but sometimes when we want preferences or we have preferences for other women in relationships, y'all can't call yourselves a 10 if you're that big or you're fat. I'm not trying to insult you, but I'm just speaking facts. Because number one, just seeing this clip, all of y'all are just heavy set. Like, not one skinny, fit, good-looking woman on there. Not one. I didn't see why he passed all of them. Because they're not his type. You can't get mad when a man has a preference or that is telling you the truth. And that's why you will never see me on that show. I don't care if you try to force me. No. That would never, ever happen.
No disrespect to you. I didn't say nothing about you. You said, was you my type?
You
I
just
said,
coming disrespectful and disrespectful left and right. You gonna get all the balloons popped out here.
all the balloons get
Girl,
popped.
look at you,
That's
your fat
fine.
self.
I'm not looking for you. I'm not looking for her in a race car suit. I'm not looking for her in a jail sweater
not
that
looking
just
for
got
you,
out.
period.
She looked like they just released her from San Quentin. I'm not looking for you. You got the heavy knees with the bent boots.
Dang, he's just roasting everybody. Oh my
So
God.
I was gonna go there, but you had to go there. Baby, you worried about me, worried about your health.
Yeah! Wasn't I just saying that? Chat. Wasn't I just saying that just a few minutes ago? Instead of you worrying about a man that can treat you right, worry about yourself. Worry about your health. Worry about getting healthy, fit, losing weight. And maybe just maybe a man that's going to put a ring on you. Wasn't I just saying that? Well, I'm telling you.
This concludes this segment on my part. Thank you.
Grow up. That's all I'll say about
Yeah.
that. Grow up.
Hey, slim down.
How you gonna tell him to grow up? Well, you need to lose weight. I'm telling you, if you get me on that show, I'll roast the crap out of everybody. Because your appearances will cause me to crash out. Like, instead of you telling him to grow up, how about lose some weight, go to the gym and eat healthy? See how you like that?
Down. Slim down.
Yeah, he said it, slim down. She's telling him to grow up, he's telling her to slim down.
You imagine
That's crazy, bro.
Your daughter a good life, and then you see this bitch
Oh,
on a fucking
fuck,
TikTok
dude.
video
Wouldn't
like
you
this.
fucking be so
Yes,
upset?
my daughter goes to private school. She's 9. I went to her school because it was like, what is it called? Career Day.
Yeah.
And she goes up there and embarrasses the shit out of me by saying, when I get older, I want to be a rapper. And I'm like, you don't got to fucking go to private school for that shit.
Yeah, start now.
You can drop out right now.
Yeah.
Like,
You might actually have a shot.
Right.
I'm like,
Education comes first.
if you stay in private school, you are not going to be a fucking Sexy Red or whoever the fuck you think you're trying
You
to be.
better not. If I had a daughter like that tells me that she wants to be a 304 like Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, I would tell her no. Because I didn't raise you to be some internet, whatever. I raised you to be a beautiful young lady the way God made you to be, the way that God wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking you to church. You know what I'm saying? I'll book you into a private school so you can get your education, get your mind right. Then that's what you be focusing on. Not focusing on being a rapper, being a wannabe Sexy Red. No, you are not one of them. You too young for that. Focus on being a kid first and focus on doing something that, like, say if you're good at like playing football, soccer, basketball, baseball, tennis. Like, those could be your good dreams. You know what I'm saying? Just be a kid. Be yourself. You don't have to be like the internet bad role models on the web. Just be you. Be the daughter out. You know what I'm saying? Be the daughter I raised you to be. Not someone that I don't know. That right there is something I would have told my daughter. The dad's right. You know what I'm saying? Focus on education. Don't be another 304. It ain't worth it.
No bullshit. Like, all the rest of these kids talking about I want to be a fucking equestrian and a fucking doctor. And you come up here talking about a fucking rapper. Fuck out of here. You're in a uniform saying you want to fucking rap. Get out of here.
Oh, that's so funny.
Something you learned that absolutely
That's crazy.
blew your freaking mind.
As a human woman, there has been a solution to period cramps our entire lives, and no.
She's just now finding out
We don't even know all that.
drinking pickle
Oh my
juice
God.
can reduce muscle cramps. And for some reason, she's mad at men over it. Ma'am, I'm sure at some point in your life, some man has looked at you.
Or she's mad at the fact that her back got blown up by a bunch of men that she decided to use her goods for. If you know what I'm talking about, if you catch my drift.
So don't blame us. Blame yourself for not listening.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't mind me saying, it sounds like you may need to go drink some water.
No, any man in a relationship understands what he's
it.
saying. My first question to my wife anytime she has any issues is, did you drink water? My second is, have you been exercising? And my third is, have you been sleeping well? And the answer to those questions is always no. And then she acts surprised when she got a headache for 3 days in a row.
Uh-huh.
Would you cut your hair to date me?
To date you? No. Would you cut your hair to date me?
Man, if he cut his hair to be with you, I would say if you stop wearing wigs, would you want to be with me? Listen, a man has a right to have a preference. If he doesn't want a woman that wears wigs, long nails, fake eyelashes, BBLs, or whatever, he's not attracted to that. He don't have to be attracted to that. But what makes you think a man is going to want to be with you if your personality has a Glorilla, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion type? Like, ain't no man going to want to be with someone like that whose body count is higher than her rent. Then the fact that you said that if you cut, you know what I'm saying, if you cut your hair to be with me, I would say no, because look, if any chick tells me to cut my hair because they're insecure about whatever, I'm telling no, because it took me 4 years to grow my hair out. Look at how long my hair is. It's growing. I had this hair since 2020. Took me like 4 years to grow it. I'm not cutting it just because I'm in a relationship. There's always say, oh, girls go for guys with like low haircuts. No, that's not true. They'll go with any guy who has long hair, short hair, regular haircut. It don't matter what type of hair they got. As long as it looks good on them, if they love them for who they are, then yeah. But at this point, her whole demeanor, I say that like she's a woman. Grow up.
Hair off. I mean, I'm not my hair.
Oh, okay.
But you're wearing a wig though, aren't you?
Okay.
What happened is I got a
Pathetic.
teenage son, and they're fucking obsessed with me. They fucking sing my songs in his school. They talk about like how hot of a mom I am. And my son's friends started finding my OnlyFans. So now it's hard for me to promote, and because now my son's going to school like getting teased and shit like that.
That's
You know
your
what I mean?
fault.
So it's hard having a teenage son and being a hot mom.
Well, geez, I wonder how did that come to be? Sounds like it's a you problem, which means that you have an OnlyFans, you embarrassed your son, now he's going to school being teased and is going to think about having suicidal thoughts because of you. And the fact that everybody knows your song because of what you do, it's like, instead of you being a mom, you want to be a hoe. I don't care if this video gets demonetized, so what? I'm tired of seeing unfit, bad mothers that chose OnlyFans over kids, over family. That's what I'm getting sick and tired of seeing on social media. It's like, they don't have a care in the world if their children will end up getting embarrassed when they get into a certain age, like her son did. Like, y'all gotta do better.
So close to getting there, but after all of that, she concluded it's hard being a hot mom. Like, ma'am, I don't think they like you because of your music. I think they like you because they seen your OnlyFans and you can suck peanut butter through a Capri Sun straw.
Guess what this woman right here is crying about? Like, I just got off of work. I can't do it anymore. She don't want to work anymore. But what's even worse is what she really wants to do. Wait, it gets even worse. You need to see what the women in her comment section were saying about it. This is me since I was 16. Real. This is literally how I feel. Oh my God.
What?
I feel this tired of working. Get that bag, queen. This is legit.
So anytime when a 304 posted a content on TikTok, other 304s will agree with her. So you're crying because you don't want to work no more. But instead, you chose the worst decision you could do is making OnlyFans. When you can find other jobs to provide for yourself or whatever it is that you're dealing with. OnlyFans is not going to do it. I'm sorry. OnlyFans is the worst place to go. You're selling your fish sticks on the internet thinking that everybody is going to take you seriously because you're making money doing online prostitution. And the fact that you got other delusional bimbos in the chat agreeing with you. This is why a lot of us men cannot take women seriously nowadays because of OnlyFans. I mean, good God almighty, this is just sad to see. And you're already starting off 2025 on a bad note. I mean, first of all, you did this to yourself, for real.
This is so real. This is so real. Here's where it gets interesting. I feel the same way. I started my OF last year, and then BF, who pays my bills, you can get out.
That nigga is a simp. I'm trying my hardest not to crash out because, oh God, the internet is undefeated. My God, bro. And then this simp over here, he's paying his girl's bills because she's doing OnlyFans. What have we come to these days? Huh? What have we come to these days, bro? You're paying your girl's bills and she's doing online prostitution. And you're okay with it? You're not saying anything? You're not having a backbone? You're not telling her, no, babe, I don't want you doing that. Just pay attention to me. Like, I should be your OnlyFan. Not online strangers when you're cheating on me with. This is crazy. Like, modern women have lost their minds. They have really lost their minds, y'all.
What you do, girl, it's okay. And I think you would make some money. I think that's what she wanted to write.
But guess what? You're not going to make that much once you start doing OnlyFans. Let me tell you that.
That rich white man, girl. Sister, this is why I became a scripper. Jobs are simply not for me. Like, I'm thinking about it at this point. Honestly, same here, boo.
Sad, bro.
Let's get this bag. I think I came across one comment that told her she shouldn't do it. What does that tell you about our current state of society?
Shame is a social punishment to control certain
and I blame you,
that we don't want to have to criminalize, like infidelity or becoming a prostitute. And since shame is normally used to control female degeneracy, that's why the feminists always say we should normalize things or we should take away the shame of things. It's sad to see how many women have lost their sense of shame and will cheer other women on when they know those women are doing things that could destroy them. And these are the same women that will say they did it because they had to do it. You didn't do it because you need money. You did it because you need God.
How to use a bitch that put you in the friend zone. Guys, if you are friends with a bitch that ain't giving you no pussy or helping you get some pussy, then what the fuck is the point? You gotta turn these bitches into wing girls. The best way to do this is that when you go out on a date, have her come along with you. Have her sit at her own table and you pay for her shit. And while you and your date are eating, I want you to have her approach the table and say something like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but are you Chris? Or whatever the fuck your name is. Say yes. And then have her say, I just want to tell you, I'm a fan of your work and it's a pleasure to meet you. And then have her walk away. This right here will cause instant attraction in the bitch that you with. Because two things gonna go through her mind. Number one, who the fuck was that bitch? And number two, and most importantly, who the fuck are you? Just play it cool. Tell her we'll talk about it later. But let's just enjoy. Guys, bitches.
I mean, does it really work though? Because one way or another, they're gonna find out. That's why I've always said I would rather just focus on my craft than worry about some woman who is not gonna trust me on anything. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of men don't really trust women nowadays because they do OnlyFans and porn. Because the world sees what they do online. That's one of the main reasons why we don't trust women nowadays, because they would rather go to the dark side and rather just do something different. Like me doing YouTube and making regular videos. Or go on TikTok and making some factual videos. Not doing online prostitution and embarrassing myself, thinking that a nigga is going to take me seriously or put a ring on my finger and marries me and have babies with me. But it's unfortunate that we have more simps on here that are putting babies in 304s I forgot the porn star's name. What's her name? She's the mother now. And the simp that put a baby in her? Shame on you, bro. And then I heard another story of a simp that is putting babies on a known adult film star. It's like, do y'all want good women anymore? It's like, do y'all want good women in your lives anymore? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of men, a bunch of beta males putting babies and getting them pregnant, especially if you're having children with porn stars. That's what I'm seeing nowadays, and that is what's really upsetting me as a man nowadays. Because that's basically what I'm really seeing right now.
Fucking creative. Game is game.
Sydney Sweeney responded to the hate that she has received from other women, and she called out the hypocrisy of feminism in Hollywood.
I'm just pointing out the facts.
It's very disheartening to see women tear other women down, especially when women who are successful in other avenues of their industry see younger talent working really hard, then trying to bash and discredit any work that they've done. This entire industry, all people say is women empowering other women. All of it is fake and a front for all the other shit that they say behind everyone's back. They will find a way to blame men for this.
What's new?
And I'm so glad she said this though. Now, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sydney Sweeney, but I gotta respect her, especially when she made that point, because feminism is killing Hollywood and in real life too. This so-called women empowerment is a joke. All it's designed for is to support women who do bad behaviors. Instead of uplifting and encouraging them to do the right things in life, but instead you're encouraging them to do some stupid stuff, shaving their heads, walk around butt naked, and doing OnlyFans. How is that women empowerment? That's just encouraging bad behavior all the way. You can't make this up. And I'm so glad that Sydney brought up the hypocrisy. Shout out to her.
When it suits them. It's like, so even when you're fighting amongst yourselves, it's our fault?
Even when women
That's
are tearing
crazy.
other women down, it is men's fault at the end of the day.
No one.
Yeah, if women are great to each other, it's because women are just better. But if women are horrible to each other, it's because of the patriarchy. This is just another example of Schrodinger's feminist. The idea that women are all powerful and can do anything a man can do, while simultaneously being perpetual victims of the patriarchy. If there's one thing you're responsible for in this world, it's how you behave. Let me know in the...
Hey man, shout out to Poor Man's Podcast once again. And my bad if I crashed out earlier, because I'm just irritated at the fact that women are just destroying themselves and embarrassing themselves and having other women, especially delusional model women, encouraging other model women, other 304s to keep up with this bad behavior and to think and the fact that people are supposed to respect them and take them seriously as such because they're doing OnlyFans. You quit your normal 9 to 5 to do OnlyFans because you claimed that work got difficult for you when you couldn't at least find other jobs to work in. But you decided to turn to OnlyFans because you just got tired of the working environment. Yeah, good luck with that.